show is one that, well, the first one. The first show is one that I wrote myself. It was inspired by the horror films of long dead people. But really, it is 6 years of hard work. I've been writing scripts that long, and this is the first one to be put into production. That aside, I want to thank my family, which picked up like a fourth of the entire seating. But I want to thank a very particular family member who unfortunately could not be here or anywhere. My grandfather, who passed away earlier in December. But I know he's watching. And that said, I want to thank all of you for coming out here and just thank you for being an audience.
Welcome to the Milton High Dramatic Society's 91 Acts. We're really excited to have you here. I'm Audrey Erickson. I'm the president of Drum Club. I just have a few rules before we start.
Audrey! Audrey, oh my god!
Stephen!
Oh my god! There's like vampires and zombies and I don't even know what's happening.
Vampires? That must mean that it's time for our first act, House of Bella.
We need to go! Let's go! Big important thing you need to go back for. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's risk our lives just to get that stupid cross?
Well, excuse me for thinking we needed a little faith.
What was faith when the college was attacked by those things?
We made it out, didn't we?
Barely.
Stop it, that's quite enough. We all need something to get through these hard times. I know I couldn't make without my grandfather's watch. Doesn't mean we can risk everything over a security blanket, all right? What was that?
I'll go check it out.
We'll be okay, right, Professor? Of course. Yeah.
Ludwig! I'm fine, we just need to go!
There's no house up there. We can hide there. Just go away. Ludwig, we lost them. Ludwig, are you all right?
I'm fine. Heidi, stop it!
Let's see if there's something more we can do for him.
I am Vera. I bid you welcome. Now leave.
What? Who are you?
That question has already been answered. My request is not.
To pardon our intrusion, but now's not the time for a hasty retreat.
Yeah, our friend just got killed by those things and you're kicking us out.
I am lord of this matter. As such, I can be welcome and dismiss whoever I wish. Now leave.
Show us some sympathy. We didn't know this house was someone's property.
This house belongs to me, and I say out.
What about him?
Leave him here. I shall find use for him.
What do you mean by that?
I reiterate. Leave.
We're not leaving, especially not without Ludwig.
You are trying my patience.
We're not leaving.
You're not staying.
Can we settle this peacefully? Perhaps we can pick a time to leave. Now, looking at the time now would be interesting.
But
Just now, I witnessed the most unusual phenomenon. Observe. Very interesting. What? When I looked in the mirror of my pocket watch, I saw myself and nothing else behind me.
That's not possible. Bella was behind you.
Indeed, so either I'm seeing things
better for you to leave. Now!
Or stay. Don't think I don't know how to stop your kind. I've studied the supernatural for over 30 years. Why? This is the pastime, really.
Look deep into my eyes.
Please, like, I'm gonna... Henry? 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 Oh, Henry? Told you we needed a little faith. Now that you're powerless against us, we reiterate, we're staying.
Do not think me yet.
Wait. You're a vampire. Does that mean... Can you save our friend?
Why would I do that?
The way I see it, there are three choices. Decapitation, impalement, or you help us.
Take your pick.
I do not of one method. Wait here. This is a method I have been meaning to try. Fortunately, a storm is beginning to brew tonight. They must finish before it reaches its peak. Bring him to the egg. Alright, and every component needed but one.
Which is...
Another body.
Why do you need another body?
Certain parts of your friend's body are beyond repair. They require a suitable substitute.
Where are you gonna get the body?
I know a place. First, I must know his blood type.
Quick, what are you?
I'm positive. I know blood. I can return with the suitable substitute.
How do we know you'll come back?
This is my house. Why would I leave it?
Listen, I don't want to follow through about the house.
It's okay.
No, it's not. It's important to you. The last few minutes, I've seen how sacred it is. Okay?
What if we shouldn't do this?
This is your idea.
I know. I'm just uneasy.
I know, but you hurt him. You won't leave this house and he's powerless against your cross.
It's not about Bella, Professor. It's Ludwig. There's no way to know he'll ever be the same.
I feel I failed you both in a way. As your teacher, it's my job to protect you. But look what I've done.
You can't blame yourself, Professor.
Never know unless we try.
Impressive. This body matches young Ludwig's almost perfectly.
It was a fresh body.
Where'd you get it?
You asked me to bring your friend back. You do not say by what method.
We didn't think you would kill anybody.
Sometimes there is a point in life when one must decide who dies.
I'm considering making that someone you.
Go ahead. You're only stunning my end.
Look, we just want to save our friend.
Then what? Don't think I don't know. Once I finish, you'll still refuse to leave.
Why can't you let us stay?
Because you people have already cost me my home.
What do you mean?
I was born in Los Hungary. 117 years ago. My father was king of a gypsy clan. That's where he met my mother. My birth was met with great celebration. I was prince of the gypsies. our happiness is not meant to last. Then third rank came. May we help you?
We are here to transport you out of this area.
I am the Gypsy King. My family has lived here for centuries. We are not living.
We want no trouble. Just to move you to a safer location.
We are well aware of the locations we take people.
It's just allied propaganda. And let's go. And if you will not come peacefully, and perhaps in pieces, I'll heal up!
Easily the beast of the earth right from our power. But he set his strike in armed with crosses, stakes. I witnessed many of our followers and my father slaughtered. My mother and I left. After our exodus from Hungary, my mother and I, being vampires, had to wait for the sea to become either calm or uneasy enough for us to cross. During which time, many of our followers decided to leave for America, hide in Europe, or long. My mother was slaughtered by Nazi sympathizers who saw us, mother and her child, as monsters. Eventually, a storm caused the sea to become uneasy enough for me to cross, during which time I was all that was left. I flew all the way from Europe to America. And one night, as the storm raged on. After that night, on this house, I've been here ever since.
That's why you won't let anyone else in? You're afraid of losing another home.
Home? I have no home. While I have lived here for over half a century, my home is and will forever be gone. Finished. All we need is to generate enough power to bring him to life.
Is that thunder?
There.
I think the storm's coming.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll get going.
I generate enough power. makes him, or what to make him believe. My blood now flows through his veins. He will live in the centuries to come as my slave. Is the deed done?
Yes, master!
Now,
I apologize for the inconvenience, everybody. Good evening, everybody. My name is Mr. Trask, and I was notified that there has been an act of vandalism here, and that is not tolerated in this school. So today, tonight, actually, we are going to have a meeting with the disciplinary committee, and we will have this settled. I called an open meeting to this incident this morning because the incident that occurred this Tuesday last describes an issue that concerns all of us. Not an isolated case of vandalism. What happened is a symptom of the sickness of a society. A sickness which runs counter to the principles the school was founded on. A school among whose graduates too have sat behind the desk in the Oval Office in the White House. Buried men have run state departments and investment houses, founded department stores, and coached football teams. Our alumni received their bulletins in ashrams in India and in palaces in Jordan. We are in fact known around the world as a beacon, as a cradle in this country's leadership. A beacon in the nation's.
Got room for me there, Charlie.
But today, we are pleading from disrespect. Disrespect for our values and disrespect for the Bear tradition. And as custodians of that tradition, we are here today to protect each other from those who threaten it. Who is this, Mr. Sims?
This is Mr. Frank Slade, Lieutenant Colonel of the United States Army, retired. I'm here in place of Charlie's parents.
Excuse me?
In loco parentis. They could not make the trip from Oregon today.
And what is your relationship to Mr. Sims?
Is this a courtroom?
Closest thing we can manage to it.
Then if it is, there are a few people I'd like to swear in.
We are all on our honor at Baird. There are no oaths.
Larry and Franny Sims are very dear, close friends of mine. They've asked me to appear on Charlie's behalf.
Okay. How do you have it, Mr. Colonel? Mr. Willis.
Which Mr. Willis?
George Jr., sir. You were in position last Tuesday night to see who committed this act of vandalism. Who was it?
Well, I have an idea who it was.
No, not an idea, Mr. Willis. Whom did you see?
I didn't have my contacts in.
Come on.
I was in the library. I just taken my glasses off. I was about to put my contacts in. And then I helped Sims close up, and the next thing I know, we're outside. I hear this sound. I didn't have time to put my contacts in, okay?
Whom did you see, Mr. Willis? What did you see, Mr. Willis?
You mean definitively?
Stop fencing with me, Mr. Willis. Tell me what you saw.
Don't hold me to this. It's dark, no contacts and everything. I mean,
Mr. Willis!
maybe Harry Havemeyer, Trent Potter, and Jimmy Jameson.
Maybe.
Ballpark. That's guess.
Could you provide us with some detail?
I mean, why not dress Charlie? He was there.
Mr. Sims,
Yes?
you don't wear contact lenses, do you?
No, sir.
And with your untrammeled sight, whom did you see?
I saw something, but I couldn't say who.
All right. What was something you saw?
I just couldn't say.
You couldn't say or you wouldn't say?
I couldn't say.
Couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't. Mr. Sims, you're exhausting my patience and making a mockery of these proceedings. I'll give you one last chance. The consequences of your response will be dire. By dire, I mean your future will be jeopardized permanently. Now for the last time, what did you see, Mr. Willis, last Tuesday night outside of my office?
I saw somebody.
I saw somebody. Good. Did you see the size and shape of whom?
Yeah.
And they were the size and shape of whom?
They were the size and shape of most any bear student, sir.
I'm left with no real witness. Mr. Willis's testimony is not only unsubstantiated, it is vague. The substance I was looking for, Mr. Sims, was to come from you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. And as much as I can't punish Mr. Havemeyer, Mr. Potter, or Mr. Sims, and I won't punish Mr. Willis. He's only party to this incident who is still worthy of calling himself a bear man. Mr. Sims, you are a con artist, you are a liar.
But not a snitch!
Excuse me!
No, I don't think I will. This is such a crock of crap!
Please watch your language, Mr. Slade. You are at the bear school, not at the barracks.
You gonna let him speak? You gonna try and give him a chance? Well, Mr. Sims here doesn't want it. He doesn't need to be labeled. Still worthy of being a bear. What the hell is that? What is your motto here? Boys, inform on your classmates. Save your hide. Anything short of that, we're gonna burn you at the stake. Well, gentlemen, when the crap hits the fan, some guys run and some guys stay. Here's Charlie, facing the fire, and there's George, hiding in Big Daddy's pocket. And what are you doing? You're gonna reward George and destroy Charlie.
Are you finished, Mr. Slade?
Nah, I'm just getting warmed up. I don't know who went to this place. William Howard Taft, William Jennings Bryan, William Tell, whoever. Their spirit is dead. If they ever had, it's gone. You're building a rat ship here. A vessel for seagoing snitches. And if you think you're preparing these minnows for manhood, you better think again. Because I say you're killing the very spirit this institution proclaims it instills. What a shame. What kind of a show are you putting on here today? I mean, the only class in this act is sitting next to me, and I'm here to tell you that this boy's soul is intact. It's non-negotiable. You know how I know? Someone here, and I'm not going to say who, offered to buy it. Only Charlie here wasn't selling.
Sir, you're out of order.
Out of order. I'll show you out of order. You're the one who's out of order here, Mr. Trask. I'd show you, but I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too freaking blind. If I were the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a fight door to this place! Out of the way. Who the hell do you think they're talking to? know, there was a time that I could see, and I have seen, boys like these, younger than these, their arms torn out, their legs ripped off. But there's nothing like the sight of an amputated spirit. There's no prosthetic for that. You think you're merely sending this splendid foot soldier back home to Argonne with his tail between his legs, but I say you are executing his soul! And why? Because he's not a bad man. Bad man. You heard this? You're gonna be bad bumps for life. And Harry, Jimmy, Trent, wherever you are up there, screw you too! As I came in here, I heard those words, cradle of leadership. Well, when the bow breaks, the cradle will fall. And it has fallen here. It has fallen. Makers of men, creators of leaders. Be careful what kind of leaders you're producing here. I don't know if Charlie's silence here today is right or wrong. I'm not a judge or jury, but I can tell you this. He won't sell anybody out to buy his future. And that, my friends, is called integrity. That's called courage. Now that's the stuff leaders should be making. Now, I've come to the crossroads in my life. I always knew what the right path was. Without exception, I knew. But I never took it. You know why? It was too damn hard. Now here's Charlie. He's come to the crossroads. He has chosen a path. It's the right path. It's a path made of principle that leads to character. Let him continue on his journey. You hold this boy's future in your hands, committee. It's a valuable future. Believe me. Don't destroy it. Protect it. Embrace it. It's going to make you proud one day. I promise. How's that for cornball?
The disciplinary committee will take this matter under advisement in closed session.
What are they doing there, Charlie?
I think they're going to come to a decision now.
Very well. Seems that meeting won't be necessary. Mrs. Hunsaker?
The Joint Student Faculty Disciplinary Committee needs no further session. They have come to a decision. Misters Havemeyer, Jameson, and Potter are placed on probation for suspicion of ungentlemanly conduct. It is further recommended that Mr. George Willis, Jr. receive neither recognition nor commendation for his cooperation. Mr. Charles Sims need not respond any further to this incident.
Hoorah!
I had a great time.
Me too.
So,
I'll text you.
great. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Nice
Great
meeting First dates are the worst. So here's a play about a bunch of bad dates. I'll check, please.
Hi.
Hi.
It's so great to finally meet you.
You too.
So what do you...
Hey, wait, before you... This is so rude, but the Bears game is going on now. Do you mind if I check the score?
Oh, you're totally...
Thanks. I know this is such a rude thing to do on the first date, but it's late in the fourth quarter and it's do or die if we want to make the playoffs.
No problem.
Thanks. I love the Bears. Really strong this season. Okay, I'm done.
What's the score?
Packers by 7.
Uh-oh.
No, it's no big deal. It's just a game, right? So, come on. Enough about football. Let's hear about Mr. Mystery. Harriet's told me tons about you.
Pressure's on now.
I'm gonna check on the score one more time.
No worries.
Is it alright if I put on this little earpiece thingy? It won't be distracting.
Oh, totally.
I am making the worst first impression, aren't I?
Not at all.
It's just because it's for the playoffs. I mean, I'm usually pretty normal.
It's really...
Ah!
What?
Oh, nothing. The line only gives A-Train this huge running lane, but he fumbles after like 3 yards. The ball rolls out of bounds, so we're cool. But come on, it's for the playoffs, right? You know, just pass the ball like that, you know. Drop the ball. It's just now you're third and long, and the whole season's running on one play.
That's...
What?
What?
Pass the ball!
What's wrong?
Miller, he doesn't pass it. The man refuses to pass the ball this season. It's third and long. Who hands it off in third and long? Is somebody afraid of his receivers? Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm being loud, aren't I? No, I am. Look, after dinner, I'll make it up to you. After dinner, I'll take you to this nice bistro on 11th that nobody knows about. It's so precious, I think you'll just pass the ball! Jesus, people, this is football, not freeze tag! It's fourth down! Pass the friggin' ball!
Listen, we could go to a bar or something if you want. Watch the game on TV.
Oh, please, I wouldn't do that to you. Listen, the game's in this over.
Oh, Harriet said we should definitely try the... We can order something else. Your menu tore a little.
He lost.
Oh.
He lost. Just the playoffs.
Sorry. Anything to help?
Bears suck.
Oh, they don't suck.
They suck.
They just don't have a bad season. That's
The Bears suck!
Hi.
Hi.
It's so great to finally meet you.
Same here. Listen, I was wondering if you were free next Friday.
So why?
Well, I was... This date might all right. I was hoping we could schedule one next Friday.
Okay, sure.
See, because here's the thing. My parents are having a housewarming party at their new place on August 2nd. And if you and I hit it off tonight and end up seriously dating, that party would be the perfect opportunity for you to meet my parents. So, naturally, I like to squeeze in several healthy-sized dates before then. If we don't, my parents might be a little skeptical of our relationship, which could in turn be disastrous for the future. Will you eventually... Question, please let me Not only would my family be uncertain and uncomfortable during the ceremony, but it would most likely lead to a disastrous future. Even more importantly, it would be just awful if we had to deal with skeptical in-laws during years down the road, and all because of a little thing like not setting aside 14 healthy-sized dates before the housewarming party. Think about how family that could affect us.
Jocelyn?
our little darling middle child, Brian first, then Jocelyn, and of course little Madison. What is it? You don't like the name Madison?
Oh, no. Yeah. It's a great name.
Something's on your mind, honey. You can tell me. You're talking to your little sugar pumpkin. Remember? Tell me.
Well, it's just... It just seems like you have our whole relationship planned out. I mean, we only met 30 seconds ago. You got everything pinned down except for the dress.
Does that make you uncomfortable? If it does, we can take it out now.
Hi.
Hi.
It's so nice to meet you.
You too.
So, how long have you lived in the city?
Oh, about 18 months, I think. Doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Been here 3 years. It's a great city.
Oh, definitely. So, what do you like most about it?
I don't know. What do you like most about living here?
Well, I love walking my dog on a pretty day.
Yeah, is that the truth? I love riding my bike around the city. In traffic is life, of course.
Same here.
Oh, and this also may just be me, but I have this thing for walking my dog on a pretty day.
No, like that too. I said so earlier.
Do you like watching TV?
No.
Me too. I love it.
Are you listening to me?
Sometimes I like to get a big bag of popcorn and just chow down and watch King of Queens. Do you like King of Queens?
You're not listening to me at all.
Me too. Kevin James just cracks me up.
This is ridiculous.
I mean, this comic timing is just a gift from God, you know. That scene in
Hello?
Paul Blart Mall Cop where he's on the Segway and he falls off and he farts.
Hello?
That's just comedy gold.
Right here.
You remind me a lot of me, actually. We
Are
both
you
have one
listening to
common.
me?
My friend
Hello?
Josh says I'm the funniest guy he's ever met. He's entitled to his
Hello?
own opinion, right?
I'm right here.
Anyway, I've got my personality flaws. So
I'm
not
right
trying to
here.
bitch about it. People realize that I'm being serious. But that's enough for me. I'm talking like a motor mouth over here. Tell me about you.
Or we could end the date right now. Because you are the biggest tool I've ever met.
I'm a Capricorn myself.
I didn't even know!
I know.
I mean, seriously, genius!
I know, right?
Oh my god! Wow. So listen, all joking aside, this is fun. I'm really loving hanging out with you.
Me too. This has been really, really great.
Hasn't it? Maybe.
There's a fly in my water.
Gross! Here, take mine. Oh, waiter, we get another water here?
You are so sweet.
Oh, come on.
Oh, really?
Anyone would do that.
Actually, you'd be surprised with the luck I've been having while we were dating.
Really? But you're so fun. And beautiful.
Please.
I mean it.
You are just too good to be true.
Oh, Terry, stop!
What?
What?
Who?
What?
Who's Terry?
What do you mean?
You just called me Terry. Who's Terry? She your girlfriend?
No! No!
Who is she?
He?
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 You're gay?
No! Well, yeah. I'm an actor. Terry's my agent.
You're gay.
Yeah.
Why am I on a date with you?
Well, you see, I'm sorry for not telling you this sooner, but it would have totally backfired if I did. So here's what's going on. I'll be playing Stanley in a local production of Streetcar, and since I'm a method actor, I won't be able to get the part down until I method act straight.
Method act.
Yeah, I can't be Stanley Kowalski until I truly experience what it feels like to woo a woman.
So what you're telling me is you asked me on a date, had me get dressed up for a nice dinner, drive myself all the way downtown and completely get my hopes destroyed after finally thinking I'd met a decent guy. Also, you could get a better feel for being straight?
Yeah, I hope it wasn't unfair or anything. Oh my God! That was perfect! The ultimate heterosexual dating moment! I'm got it! I'm in! I'm straight! Stella! I deserve that!
Hi,
Hi.
it's very nice to meet you.
Same here. Julia's told me a lot about you.
She's such a sweet girl.
Yeah, so much fun to be around. We've been friends for, I don't know, 6 years?
Where'd you two meet? In school?
Yeah, we played soccer together. Full second stringers, you know, keep eventually nice and toasty for the rest of the team. Honestly, Julia's one of my favorite girls. And she has great taste. So when she told me about you, I was definitely interested.
That's very...
No, seriously. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
I'm flattered.
So, you ready? I'm about ready to eat.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too. You know, I can see that you're stealing. You don't have to play it off like you're not.
What? What do you mean?
I'm sitting right here. See? There.
I don't understand. That is such a cruel accusation.
Accusation? I just saw that. I'm watching you take those sugar packets right now. How do you honestly think I don't notice?
Look, I don't know what your beef is with me as a person, but this is really insulting.
Wait.
I think we'll have to do this another time.
Hold on, wait. Listen. This is really silly. If you don't steal, I won't insult you. And we can have a perfectly normal dinner. Okay? That's great. So,
What now?
Hi. Hi. It's nice finally meeting you.
Same. I'm sorry about all this scheduling.
It's no big deal. It's fine. Oh, shoot. Hold on.
What's up? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. It's just I gotta take this medicine or else I get all weird. you know, it's probably nothing.
Are you sure? I mean, I can drive to the
No,
pharmacy, right?
no, it's fine. It's just a precautionary drug. It won't kill me if I don't take it for one night. Probably just be a little off, that's all. Probably won't even be able to. So anyway,
Anyway,
it's nice finally getting to know you.
feelings mutual.
Oh, yes. nice putting a name to a face. How wonderfully fascinating.
Yeah, seriously.
You're funny, you're cute.
Oh.
He's not cute, you just haven't been out in a while. That is not true, he is good looking. But you're embarrassing yourself. You're freaking out, man. Oh, no, he's, why are you jumping all over me all of a sudden?
She started it.
Girls, please don't fight. What's your father say? Oh, let him fight. Bill's character.
Excuse me. Are you gonna be alright?
You say out. Say, hold on. Don't fight. Just back him. Oh, he can take care of himself. All right. Who got the monkey? That wasn't me, did I? No, it was me. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I'm sorry. Idiots. Monkey? God, way to ruin a magical evening. The evening's about to get a lot more magical. You better behave yourself, young lady. You're grounded. Oh, get off her case, woman. She ain't a child.
Are these your bills?
Oh, yeah, there they are. Yeah, too little, too late. Yeah.
Are you gonna be alright?
All right, the medicine started to kick in.
Great.
All right, in a few seconds, I'll sell into one personality, but don't worry, like 99 times out of 100, it's one of the normal ones.
She was nice.
Why don't you just give up?
God, won't me. Why don't you just say?
You're wearing the Red Sox.
That's just your opinion.
You know what? I've got to go powder my nose.
Nice jacket.
You too. Sorry.
My apologies. Young lady,
Yeah?
do you like school administrators?
I guess. Do you own any Red Sox paraphernalia?
Not that I know of.
Want to go get some ice cream?
Indeed.
Check, please.
Thank you for coming, everyone. We hope you enjoyed.